I'm trying to remember half the stuff that happened last session because it's been 2 weeks.
So me and Lilypad went to the gate. We met Pickle Jam and this big other guy. We'd managed to convince our way in, saying that we were refugees, so they put us in a prison holding cell until we had an interview to let us obviously stay. Harold and Relic broke in, started to fight everyone. We caught the eye of a guard as they were running out, so they let us out. We started to walk onto the battlefield singing One Love. I spoke to Pickle Jam, convinced Pickle Jam that he was the savior and that we were going to help him reach his potential. I think you guys were put into a prison cell.
I was put in with the big guy.
Tadpole McCoy, Appleby, Sugar Kiss, we've got papers now under those false identities. Kingsley and Lucille, we snuck you guys in on the back of the cart into our steading. Oh, and yourself, yeah. And that's about all I can remember.
Yes, you got locked up with the beaver whose name I've completely forgotten.
Trickle Jam, not Pickle Jam.
Yeah, so the way that the courtyard of this bandit camp is, you're inside a stone wall that's like 100 feet tall. Across the courtyard you see the biggest building is a wooden barracks, and outside this a wolf-like creature firing arrows at a target and teaching most of them are raccoons who seem to be the recruits here, how to fire a bow. There's a tavern that's set up, which is mostly outdoors, but a little wooden shack as well. A bunch of people milling around there. That's pretty much it that you can see right now, besides the prison, the barracks and the tavern area. Oh, there's a storeroom as well, with all the supplies are going to, and there's loads of carts being dragged there, and that's pretty much where your wagon, your rafted is parked right outside.
Disguised as a Susan, isn't it?
So everyone can see there's a stream that's running down the mountain, and there's a well that it's collecting some of this water.
I feel like
this
the game
has
is
to do with a certain foot.
the poisonous foot.
What we could do is if we drop it into the well, the stream feeds the well and it only goes one way. If we need a drink, why don't we go to the stream?
How long will it take to infect everything?
You've no idea. You've never tried using a cursed foot before, so...
Could take a while.
Harold, you can use your feature, which is your future seeing one, to get a general idea of how it might pan out.
I do that.
Insight check with advantage, I guess.
16 and 13, so let's go with the 16.
You get your runestones, ponder over them for a second, then you cast them down. You're able to get a understanding that the plan that you're about to head on will go quite unfortunately for one of your number.
I'm just going to say it right here, right now. It's probably me.
We were all thinking it.
Who's with who at the moment?
But currently, Harold, you're on your own in a prison. Lucille is in a wagon with Relic. And Lilypad Ellen, disguised as Tadpole McCoy, is with Princess Luna, disguised as Appleby Sugar Kiss.
Sugar Kiss McCoy, back at it again.
I will do the message thing.
I have message. We probably can converse.
And I have feelings, don't leave me out.
You can reply even if they don't have message, can't they?
Yeah, so you can send one sentence, they send one sentence back.
Is that like unlimited, or is it just like a
script? So
I'm a bard, so I think I have it.
I will message you both then.
We'll just start a group chat.
I am imprisoned. Help.
Hey, Tadpole.
Hey, Appleby.
Shall we help our lovely Harold, who is in prison?
The right word is yes.
And should we take Trickle Jam?
Trickle pick, yeah.
Trickle pick. Trickle Jam.
Yes, sir.
Do you want to come to the prison with us? We need to just confer with Harold.
You're not going to get very far in there without some kind of authority figure with you.
That's why we've got you. You're the strongest one of our party. You're the chosen one.
If I go in there telling everyone I'm the chosen one, what do you think will happen? Clip round here, that's what
Probably. Yeah. Perhaps if you were a little bit bigger, you'll be twice the size.
Still half
And your
the size.
weight will be multiplied by 8. So I'm going to cast enlarge and reduce, or dash reduce, and obviously the enlarge aspect of
and
it.
reduce, he's the same.
So you clap your hands together, do your weird sorcery thing. Trickle Jam slowly gets fatter, and then with a kind of a blumpy type noise, he just increases in size. And his ears that are already massive just kind of flop down, brushes his whiskers a bit. I feel different. How do I look?
Big. All right. I think we should head over to the prison. I think we should hum a merry tune on our way.
And you make yourselves known as you get in there. Trickle Jam, he's like, wait, what am I saying to them?
You just need to tell them that we need to have a conversation with one of the prisoners that they've got there.
He heads up to the guard, who is a lot shorter than him, And this mouse is like, don't come any closer. And he says, I'm Trickle Jam. You know me. Trickle Jam, the doorkeeper. A bit taller than I remember. And explains that you want to speak to a prisoner. The guard just shrugs and is like, just let you go speak to him.
Oh, ace.
Unwritten.
Nice. Okay. Didn't actually expect us to get this far without battle. Hey, Harold.
Hey.
How are you doing?
I'm doing just fine, thank you.
They
Great.
treating you well in here?
Yes.
Yeah,
Love what
don't
you've done
drink
with
any of the
mice.
water.
Just out of curiosity, what is Relic and Lucille doing? You're still in the cart or the wagon at this point, so you have no idea any of this is going on right now. You've just been hiding amongst the goods.
I'm going to remain hidden.
Me
Right.
too.
We need to get you out of here. Let me have a look at what spells I've got. That might help.
Could I disguise myself again?
I might have
Need to
a
get my
solution.
weapon back. Ooh. Go on.
I have the equivalent of psychic paper.
Oh, nice.
I have a deed to release Harold. Well, I need a piece of paper with something written on it, and then I
Can
cast
I-
a spell, and it changes to whatever I want.
Can I
nice.
message you to have it include the name General Sheridan? That General Sheridan has ordered their release.
Yes.
Roll a deception check with advantage, please.
Oh, good, because I rolled a 2 the first time. 15.
Natural one. Your
Oh,
hand-
2 would have worked.
All he recognises here is General Sheridan's signature and her seal on it, and he's like, oh, I didn't realise we weren't supposed to hold these guys. And he takes the key off his belt and unlocks the door and said, you're free to go. I'll return your weapons immediately. He just walks over, hands your weapons back to you. Sorry, Trickle Jam says, Beaver, you can come out now. And the beaver just puffs. Says, not with that thing. I'll leave once that monstrosity is out of my sight. And he motions towards Harold, whose massive eyes and little feather.
I'll just be like, look, mate, they were only fighting you because they were afraid of you. Now we've got your mate, Trickle Jam, on our side, and we would happily welcome you with open arms. Would you like to join us?
He turns over for the first time to look at you. His eyes widen and he screams really loudly. He says, what have you done to Trickle Jam? And he says, once I get my weapon back, you're all dead. You're all of you.
Really loving the passive nature of this so far.
Can I enlarge his liver or reduce the size of his heart? A creature or an object you can see within range. I'm trying to think of, because I can't see his heart, I suppose.
Charm
Can I say
person.
to the guard, by the way, the letter you saw there also talks about the immediate execution of Beaver, Bear, Badger. What?
Yeah, I read it. I saw everything. This
Yeah.
guy's getting executed. He locks the door again on the beaver, and the beaver is scowling at all of you. So the guard has believed it. I don't think many other people will do, because the paper was very specific in saying it's the release of Harold and the beaver. Relic and Lucille, are you doing anything else at this stage?
Is there anything we should do?
Every 5-10 minutes, the wagon is pulled forward about 6 feet as the cart in front of you is being unloaded with goods. So then you're slowly, very, very slowly getting closer to this storeroom, and eventually you can hear inside distant voice. It seems to be rattling off the same spiel every time.
So there's a storage area somewhere that we're going to?
Goods and food goods is where the wagon is being unloaded.
I would like to sneak underneath the wagon, please.
Roll a stealth check, please.
Will that up to the camera, please?
Natural 20.
Amazing. I got a 19. I was about to kill you. Relic successfully sneaks under the wagon and is able to cling on with his talons or whatever you've got to the bottom of the rafty dandridge. It's not been disguised well enough under here to have the big RD underneath painted in gold. And you are pulled forward again another 6-7 feet and pulled to a stop. You're about 4 wagons away from entering the unload area.
Oh wait, 4 wagons.
The wagon is pulled forwards until you reach the unloading station, and outside you hear, Spike is my name and loading is my game. If you poke your nose out, you'll see a hedgehog who's got little tiny round glasses on, very long quills, and he's wearing just an apron as he pulls the wagon by hand, and he just takes off the covering and he's looking inside. His eyes immediately notice the 12 days worth of rations that you kept in your bag, and he's like, well, now one is around here. I'm just going to pocket that one. As then he keeps unloading the rest of the stuff, and all your goods is now put inside this storeroom. Lucille, I need a stealth check to see if he notices you.
Okay. Unnatural 20.
He pulls out a sack which you're hidden inside, pulls it open, peers down, hang on a second, badger pelts. And he just shoves them over to one side and keeps unloading the rest of the wagon. So you're inside the storeroom. Relic, you're still hidden successfully underneath the wagon. What would you like to do?
Steal all the food.
There's a lot of food in here.
Are there 300 wheels of cheese in here?
Various vegetables, a ton of berries, cheeses, breads, and loads of water supplies, amongst stuff like rope, grappling hooks. Spike, he's got his back to you, equivalent of a butt crack is showing beneath his apron as he's rummaging through all the stuff that's in there.
So I wait and see if Spike is the only one to enter the storeroom, and then if it is, then I eventually try to kill Spike, and then I'm gonna get a bunch of food on the wagons with the rope, and I'm gonna head off with tons of food.
As he finishes up your wagon, Relic, unless you get off now, it begins pulling out. He whacks the mule on the backside. He said, hang on a second. And he wipes part of the fur aside. He says, oh, dear Lord. And he notices the Rafferty Dandridge branding on the back of the mule. So, this is worth a lot more than I imagined. Pulls out one of his quills, dips it in some ink, and writes something that you can't quite tell on a scrap of paper and puts it in his little pocket, and then whips the mule again, and the mule drags the cart off, including Relic, I'm assuming. Mm-hmm. And you are heading up towards the stables, which is led by just another 2 raccoons.
Don't know what to do.
He just keeps unloading wagons. This is his job. He'll just keep doing this throughout the rest of the day, and you can stay hidden in the bag of what he assumes is badger pelts.
Shall we take a walk around the local area?
Maybe I should disguise myself as whatever. Was I a raccoon last time? I'll be like a baby badger.
Oh, Kingsley.
Just so that I look innocent and like I'm not going to hurt anyone.
You disguise yourself over the next half hour or so until you look mostly as a realistic looking badger. Baby badger. As possible, your eyes are massive. No one can deny that you're a very cute baby badger. The 3 of you can walk around without many people suspecting much of you.
You could send me a message and ask where I am.
Oh, yes, Relic, where are you?
I'm in the stables.
Relic is in the stables. Why is Relic in the stables?
I'm hiding.
Relic is hiding in the stables.
Do they keep non-sentient horses in there? Or is it like an office for horses? They just do the admin for the bandit camp, better for the why the long face joke. So I think our best bet is to get the party together. And then we sort of find a way to meet with General Sheridan and destroy her.
Hello, Relic.
Oh, hello. I think it'd be best if I act as your getaway driver. So I'll just stay here, hidden. And at the right time, I can come bursting out with a wagon. And hopefully that'll help, because there's not much use me walking around as a bird.
I have a disguise kit, so I can...
But we don't want to lose the Rafferty Dandridge.
So you just want to stay there while we go on a quest?
I want to be safer.
Probably best if we have as many people of the party to fight together.
Come disguise me then.
I'll talk to Kingsley. Boy, where are you?
I'm with you, I think. He appears under... It's like, nope, it's another bird. It's, and he appears closer. Your friend, I'm with your friend.
Relic.
That's the one.
Okay, cool. You're safe. Right, okay, so we're coming to get you. I am currently disguised as a baby badger, so don't be scared when I arrive.
As you are walking throughout the bandit camp, a few of them eye you very suspiciously, especially you, Harold. Can I have a deception check, please?
21?
But no one really sees through that. If you go, oh, that one's cute, look at that one. Disguise yourself pretty well as you go to the stables where the Rafferty Dandridge is parked outside. The mules are chewing hay inside the stable itself. You can recognise the 2 of them immediately. And Relic is hiding still underneath alongside Kingsley. What would you like to do?
Walk up to them and be like, Mother! Because Lucille's there, right?
No, not.
Oh! Well, with a question mark. Mother?
The stable master, who also is a badger, you do well to find this one's mother. He asks of Princess Luna and Lilypad, turns around and goes, here you go, and hands you a berry lollipop. It's just a stick with a berry on it. He says, you enjoy that one.
Thank you. Take it and nibble on it.
We think maybe a mule has got out, just taken a walk down, and we saw a mule just outside on the road.
Roll deception, please.
6.
He looks at the stable and goes, Harley, Rufus, Rusty. No, they're all here. They're all accounted for.
What about Carol?
Carol?
Ask
Which
him.
Carol, the other mole. I mean, mule.
Please roll deception now with disadvantage for your screwing up of the words.
No, I rolled it.
No.
Okay, fine. 9.
No such thing. I think you're messing with me.
We're just really excited. I have always wanted to become a mule handler. I thought it would have been a good excuse to, meet a mule and whisper to it, like a mule whisperer. And I didn't want to do that in front of you because it was embarrassing.
Do not be embarrassed about your skill. You go up to any one of those mules and you tell it what you feel from the heart.
Okay. Yeah, so I'm gonna go up to it and I'm like, muley, 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 muley.
Roll an animal handling check, please.
12. Let me just double check if I have a modifier. Oh, -1. 11 in that case.
The mule keeps biting and chewing the hay, and the stable master just kind of goes on. And he just goes back to petting the one mule he has, and he whispers in the mule's ear, and the mule chuckles.
I want to learn your ways. Would you be able to teach me outside the stable?
It's going to cost about 250 gold pieces per month.
Yeah, I'm afraid I haven't got that sort of money. I'm sorry for wasting your time.
These are our mules.
Yeah, you could just walk up to our mules.
Yeah.
Do we have a mule?
Yes, the Rafferty Tandridge is here with the mules.
I didn't know we had...
I thought that's where you were going with
He's
this.
so excited.
I keep picturing the wagons as wheelbarrows. I've messed up. I'm going to stand outside. If I start saying, oh, hang on, we've actually got mules, it's going to look weird. So I'm going to be like, really sorry. I haven't got the money to pay that. I'll just go outside. Thank you.
Tadpole, McCoy, I reach up and tug on the sleeve and be like, look, there's our mules. There's our wagon, and run over to it and pat the nose of one of the mules.
The stable master goes up to it as well, gives it a bit of a pat and says, yeah, these ones are just new in. And I haven't seen a mule cared for this much since, and his eyes go wide, he stares off into the distance, and he shakes his head a bit. Anyway, they seem pretty tired though, they have journeyed up a mountain. I would advise at least 12 hours rest before letting them out for another long trek.
I say thank you and give him a hug.
And he looks back at Tadpole and Appleby and goes, like I said, take good care of this one. I was an abandoned kid myself.
I'm no thing. My name is Fuzzlefoot.
You've got everyone except for Lucille at the moment, who's still in the store, disguised in a sack.
Should we leave it there?
So
We're
you
anywhere
just
to
have to
long
think.
rest before my spell slots are full.
The whole camp is a bunch of tents, so you can probably find an empty one, or you can try and find someone who can assign you a tent as a refugee.
Yeah, so we get out of sight of that guy and then disguise relic. What do you want to be?
A
Weasel?
sure.
A weasel. Ooh, natural 20 with plus the 5, so 25.
You do a very good job at turning Relic into a weasel. It's the end of the hedgehog's working day, and he takes a look around his stall and he goes, it's a fine day's work.
Fine day's work.
And now he's going to go and Lucille, you hear the door slam, a bolt slide across it, and then a padlock. Lucille is now locked inside the storeroom and there's no guards around, so...
Okay, is there a cart in here or something?
All the carts have been passing through.
I stuff as much food as I can in my cheeks.
Xander, please roll a survival check to see if you don't die by choking on all this food.
This is the unfortunate event you warned us about.
18.
You successfully get about a wheel of cheese in each cheek, a bunch of miscellaneous grain,
Yes.
some berries, and a quarter of a cabbage.
I look around for some things I can carry.
You can get some fishing rods.
Yes.
No, but now you've seen this crate of assorted goods. The word magical with a question mark has been written across the bottom.
I scramble up to it.
Okay, inside you find just a bunch of mostly broken or really old items like telescopes and mirrors and...
I take the mirror.
Okay, you now have a mirror
A mirror, in brackets, magic.
with a question mark. You're not
Yeah, I
sure.
was going to put a question mark on there as well. Well, that's
Okay.
I'll try to break out now. I have thieves' tools.
It's bolted on the other side of the door, and so you're able to get a...
I have a crowbar.
Just a strength check then.
I got a 15.
All of you hear from across the yard a door burst open. You hear the sound from somewhere far away. He's like, oh, blimey, not again. Damn ruffians getting into my supply. Spike's making his way towards you, Xander.
Where can I hide?
You can go back inside your sack if you want to.
Yeah, I go back inside my sack.
Climb back inside the sack, and Spike bashes through the door. You hear him check the lock and say, oh, broken into. And he pushes the door open, says, nothing seems to be stolen though. You hear some metal as he pulls the drawer open full of locks and goes over and slides across again, and the padlock is put back on.
I do it again and hide again.
Strength check against the door.
I got 15 again.
The door bashes open, but Sam Spike is just across the courtyard. He makes eye contact with you. You make eye contact with him. Please roll initiative as he takes his sword out.
What?
And he's going to charge forwards.
He's an honest guy.
As he's running, he's screaming, Spike's the name, unloading is the game!
That's canon, he says that. He runs forward. Sword, and he's going to slash 22. Slashes down with a short sword. 5 points of piercing damage as he slashes across your fur.
I jump back and shoot him with my longbow.
Because you're stepping backwards, you get an attack of opportunity against you there. He makes another attack against you. Oops. 7 points of piercing damage as he slashes down on you again as you jump backwards.
Shoot him. 18.
18 hits him, goes through his apron. As he looks down, you can see a bit of blood begin to trickle down his apron as he takes
7.
7 points of damage. Across the courtyard, you all now see the battle. Lucille facing up against Spike, this guy with little tiny round glasses, and Fiora's look in his face. If everyone would like to roll initiative to join, or you can just watch.
I'll watch.
I'll watch.
Everyone watches. A small crowd is gathering around you as well.
This frame is brought on by yourself, so.
He makes his neck attack against you. Only 13 this time, so he misses you.
I stab him with my dagger. No, short sword.
That's 16.
Yeah.
As you crush down with it, he parries it with his own short sword and throws it out the way. He's going to take another slash at you. Natural 20. As he then parries it with one, swipes down with the other one, and it goes through the side of your face. 16 points of piercing damage.
I shoot the guy with my crossbow. 15 to hit.
A bolt flies over his ear and lands somewhere towards the
Into
general.
his head. Oh, that way.
It whizzes
So it
past
was
his
like
ear.
over the top, like it hit him in the brain, but he just didn't notice.
Can I message Tadpole?
You can message Tadpole.
I don't think we should get involved with the fight because we need a way to go to General Sheridan without drawing attention to ourselves as traitors. If anyone questions you about that fire, you weren't aiming for Spike.
Exactly. Thank you. XOXO. Send.
XOXO.
Lucille's been knocked out, so she's not dead. She's not pulled that saving throws. And Spike is victorious. He looks around the crowd who are all cheering around him. And he's like, Spike's the name! And he gestures to the crowd, and we're like,
Unloading's the game!
Harold, now might be a good time to run towards him, going, Mom! No!
Yeah, run and crying.
Harold, disguised as a badger, rushes to your side, crying, tears wailing down her massive eyes, hugging your leg. Spike is like, oh dear, I've done something bad here, haven't I? Listen, little one. And he tries to give you a motivational speech. I'm going to roll a charisma check to see if he's able to do that. 4. He's like, turns out that bad things happen to good people, but you'll get over it. Goes back to his shop to rebolt the door.
What a guy.
Leaves you wailing over Lucille's unconscious form. The crowd just disbands back to either their own tents or back to the general meeting area near the tavern. In about 20 minutes, Lucille gains consciousness with 1 hit point.
That was interesting. Now what?
Can I do a medicine roll on Lucille, just so that if anyone sees him out and about, they won't automatically think, oh, it's that guy, because of the big scar down his face?
Well, that really makes up for the fact that you're going to leave me behind, so thank you.
I sing a beautiful song. I do cure wounds.
He sings something soft and menacing in F sharp minor, and Lucille, the scar of the cut closes up on your face. Yeah, you look unrecognisable almost from the bloody mess you were earlier.
Should we rest first?
Yeah. Do we need to?
I do.
We've got our Tadpole and our steading.
Let's do that.
The tent is really cramped because they only have room for a 2-man party, as you've been signed in as that. Trickle Jam is like, do you want me to stay with you as the chosen one, or should I go back to my own family now?
Go back to your own place, son.
Meet us in 8-9 hours?
He's now shrunk back to his usual size as well. You all take a long rest, and by morning now, you wake up at sunrise with Trickle Jam sat by your bed, Princess Luna.
I think that one of you lot should disguise yourself as a bird and pretend that we've captured you.
Disguise as a bird?
Yeah, one of you lot. I think that's our only option.
Can we re-disguise Harold as a bird?
Yeah.
Make Kingsley a bird. You won't
Kingsley,
die.
we can save you,
Okay.
I think.
Okay.
Okay.
And he agrees to be dressed up as a bird of your choosing.
Either an owl or whatever I am.
Please roll a deception check with proficiency bonus.
It's a natural 1, but with the proficiency, it's a 6.
He still looks pretty much like a raccoon, but he's got wings now, so someone might believe it. He doesn't look much like Relic did.